Hey guys, it's Frank here with another Stormgate crashing episode. On the couch with me, I've got JXP and Wallace, and we're going to talk about Tank 26. This is Wallace that's actually in the game in a best of three, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So here we are on Titan's Causeway, and yeah, you're starting off as the Infernal, facing off against Scan. Excuse me. And you put there we go. You start kind of walling off your ramp. Is that just so you have a better choke, like a better choke point in case Scan tries to come into your main, or because I've seen a lot of people they'll put like
It's for
put an iron vault like
it's
right
for
there,
defense.
right there.
Yeah, it's for block the lancers.
Ah, okay.
The one that he do harass. And I can make a tower in my second base and defense.
Mm,
I can defend the two sides at the same time.
there we go. Yeah, you just come down. He hasn't built anything yet. You know what I haven't seen players do all that much is body blocking with the Hexen. I think body blocking with the Hexen could be really interesting. There we go. Now the gaunts pop. Oh, and he grabs the health cabbage. Okay, and then from here, it's probably just gonna go into a regular game where you're oh no, but his dog's right there, so you can't really creep all that much just because it's always tough when there's a dog nearby just because they might steal the camp, steal a camp anyway.
I can take it, but I need to be carefully against that.
Yeah. Yeah, so he went expand first, but now he's finally got a barracks up. And I know for Infernals anyway, getting Lancer rushed in the early game is really difficult to deal with. Do you have any strats that you use when like if they decide to just march 5 Lancers into your base?
Make Mamelons. And if I see that he not playing five expansion, I can do Mamelons. Like I can do fast the tier 2.
All right, then it seems like it's just gonna be really chill, just because Scan wants to Scan's just getting all of his eco up and running. He's got his BK Lounge coming up online. Yeah, it looks like he doesn't want to do anything really super aggressive, but I guess that frees you up to do a lot of clearing out camps and stuff. I have seen a couple of Korean players that will like kill the camps, but they won't capture it, just so the opponent doesn't know, kind of like where your eco's at. They don't know like, oh, which is like I was thinking about that actually, Jake, during your games that like neither of you guys really concealed the fact that you guys were taking camps. And is that just because the global passives are so good that you would rather have the global
It's a
passive than hide
global
it?
passive. It's, especially in the mirror matchup, because if you have more headshots than your opponent and you have, like, let's say you have the double speed camp, it's already a huge advantage for you. Because you can just catch up to the headshots.
Yeah.
Um, with the not capturing the camp thing, though, they can kind of tell. They can kind of, like, click on it, and there is a timer that does go.
Oh, the little gray circle pops up.
The
The
little gray circle.
yeah,
Yeah, on the edge.
yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
they can see it, it just won't be as apparent.
And it won't be on the mini map. But if they
Mm-hmm.
if they're like looking around at it, yeah, 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 sure.
So I like to kind of occasionally look at camps once in a while to see if they actually took it or not.
Whoa, what is this shrine placement? Is that just for defense or?
Oh, it's for because I want to take the Ethereum for make quivers.
Oh, because you wanted to
In the
boost.
other base, it's more hard to defense.
Ah, okay, okay.
I see that he play Mamelons. Like, sorry, Lancers. I can do that. Well, I can, but it's too hard for me.
But from here, the mining efficiency from this Luminite is like really bad, isn't it?
Yeah. But in that time, I didn't
Yeah.
know that the base need be
Okay.
another position.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if you do build diagonally, the only reason why you lose about 20% mining efficiency, I believe. That's how the map comes out around.
Yeah.
Some people like to do a slightly diagonally. So let's say you're playing on a map like Isle of Dread.
Yeah.
They like to put it a little bit closer to Ethereum. Because in the Infernal race is a very Ethereum heavy race. So
Yeah.
they value the Ethereum over the Lunite in those kind of situations.
Oof. Yeah, here's the 6 Lancers, I guess, but 6 Lancers, 7 Lancers is a lot. That's a lot of tankiness. By the way, I saw earlier that you had a brute right here acting as like a door.
Yeah.
That was really cool.
Ooh,
I
I
don't think
like
I've
that.
seen that before. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
kind of like the Zealot door from SC2.
But they looked the terrible. That was the biggest problem.
Yeah.
I think that they need the tier 2 faster for make the mammoths and later the springans.
Yeah.
And this one skin
Yeah.
sees a bunch of gods and then he just kind of
That's too hard. I need to protect my guns and he's faster than me.
Yeah. Oh, and he just gets the surround. That's brutal.
Yeah.
Ah! And the Superstone goes down. But still, that's already so much damage that was done.
Yeah, Superstone not as strong as it used to be.
Yeah.
It got nerfed because a lot of players thought it was like a crutch, like really big crutch that players were kind of abusing. So,
I like
especially
the
with
fact
the
that
super turret rush.
Yeah. Doesn't it have to be it has to be close enough to something, right? Like you can't just plop it down wherever you want.
Yeah, it has to be close to a turret or a shrine.
Gotcha. So
before this patch, yeah.
I like that limitation, but there's also I think people are like realizing that the dragon is so good that spamming super turrets, like if they were given back some of the power to be like maybe a little bit better of a defensive unit, giving back some of that power is not necessarily a bad thing, just because people want to save Animus for the dragon too, and throwing down a super turret is a lot of Animus.
Yeah. So good Vanguard players will always try to pressure so that the Inferno player feels like they have to use Animus on like a Resurgence or a super turret just to keep the Animus low.
Yeah. That's smart. No, is it killed? No, it was canceled.
Oh, it lives. Unfortunately, the composition is tier 1 versus tier 1.5, so
yeah,
it's looking a little rough. But he does have a single Magmadon. It'll do work.
So what is the well, it needs to be back at home to do work. No.
Oh, I used it. I do that so bad.
No, that's fine though. You kind of want it. You want to zone him out just so the rest of your units can get on the shroud.
You only move away the units against the mammoths and he can win the fight.
And then, with 5 medtechs, this army's like
never dies.
very beefy.
Yeah.
Because I think the healing gives what, 20 armor? 20 or 25 armor, I don't remember.
Doesn't say. That's one thing that I kind of wish was in the tooltips was like the actual numbers that it does.
Yeah.
The Shroud Stone's doing work though.
Shroud Stone's still good.
Oof.
Yeah, but unfortunately those Shroud Stones aren't in range. This map is also a little unfortunate because it kind of favors the aggressor as well in this map, just because the health camp is right neutral and is very accessible by the opponent. So he's gonna kind of abuse the fact that there's a health camp there. Just kind of go back and forth.
Honestly, I was surprised to see medtechs with a bio ball. Normally we see medtechs used for mech play, just because the AoE heal from Nanoswarm is so good. But
yeah, I mean, with the medtechs and the viable, well, the healing also gives armor. Also, the medtechs can take a decent amount of shots because they have the healing on themselves. Plus, they can nanoswarm themselves, so they can tank pretty decently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's interesting. I wouldn't have thought to put medtechs more as like kind of like frontline bait almost. To be like, yeah, sure, go ahead and attack me, but you've got
Right.
boosted armor and you're healing yourself. So this
Right. Some people like to build some medtechs to like bait out Weaver shots as well. That's something that some people like to do. But you don't want to build, if they build too many Weavers, you don't want to build too many medtechs as well. Because medtechs are expensive. You don't
Yeah.
want to like lose them freely.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's another thing that's really interesting that I
Broken.
noticed is Wallace, you're pretty like um, forward with your Hexen here, even though typically like in this matchup VVI, the Infernal player will usually like keep their Hexen at home just because like you know you're going to lose that fight to the dog. So a lot of people just like don't even bother.
Yeah, sometimes you can do that. If I open with only one Iron Ball for do fast the second base, I can win sometime with the accent. Was
Really?
different on that match because I do the conclave and all that.
Yeah.
There's also the argument. So I don't know if you've seen Artosis' new map, the Broken Crown Light.
Yeah.
That map is devoid of any healing flowers, and the reasoning is some players I've discussed it with don't like the healing flowers just because the Hexen just kind of can't do the scouting that it needs to do. And using a skull to scout is actually kind of bad because you're losing out on the. You'd rather have the skull to get a fiend to increase your
Yeah. To increase
speed
your
camp
DPS.
clear time.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so that's one of the reasons why there's an argument getting rid of healing camp as well.
Healing camps or healing flower?
The healing flower, sorry. Yeah, healing flower. Yeah. Yep.
It is an interesting mechanic. I think it would be okay if it had as much health as like an effigy. If it had 100 health and it took time to take it down, then whoever's going for it like can still get healed, but it's not an insta heal, you know? I think that might be a little bit more interesting.
So like the healing flower becomes much tankier, you mean?
Yeah, exactly. But it also heals
that could be a solution too.
It heals for like, let's say 50% of your max HP. It's not just a flat number, you know?
Or it could be like a regen, like a.
Yeah, regen would be cool.
Yeah.
Well, regen would be. You would still need to make it a lot tankier, just so like the dog is sacrificing something by sitting there and chewing on the flower. It's not like one and done, because then the dog becomes super strong.
Well, unfortunately, I think. Yeah, you want to try to take with the brute. If you lose too many fiends to the camps, it's kind of not the best.
Yeah.
Just because if the fiends from the brute dies, it's 120. It's a 125 trade for 60.
Yeah.
Like the camp is worth more at that point, So you gotta be a little careful, I think.
Yeah. No, I agree. Oof.
But this is what you're supposed to do. As an Inferno player, you're supposed to take all the camps. So this is good play by Wallace. Yep. Yeah. So this is the power of the early game Infernal creeping. Take all the camps.
Yeah, I do kind of get what Artos was saying, though. Like, right now, both players are like, I mean, Scan's just running around, taking the camps, and as Wallace kills the camps, Scan's just coming behind it and like capturing it for the global passive or for just to
Mm-hmm.
deny global passive or something. There's not much player-to-player interaction for now, and we're almost 5 minutes into the game. You
Yeah.
know, man, that
Yeah.
the vision radius is huge though.
Shoot, yeah. I get it. It's just like the thing with the Artosis map. I feel like, especially as an Inferno player, this is just from my perspective. I would think that Inferno players would just play a very, very, very turtley style
Yeah,
because like there's no camp to take, and they can just kind of scale up to whatever army they want by using a bunch. And I do feel like the Vanguard player would at least be behind at in that point.
no, I agree. Just because it you don't have to worry as much about um using like multiple workers to build something as Infernal, so that means it's more workers that are remaining on the mining, gathering resources. Whereas like if you're Vanguard, it's like yeah, you could build with a single mob if you really wanted to, but I think it does put you behind.
And this is something I like people doing more and more. They like to like bring out the Luminite camp outside of the, I don't know what you call it, the tree line.
Yeah, the
So they
light
can
forestation.
get it down as fast as possible. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, that's a lot of Lancers though to be trying to take with that many Gaunts. And I think the Hexen fell there.
Is
A lot of Gaunts went down. Oof.
Yeah, I can fight with my tier 1 against his Lancers.
Yeah, the Lancers are so strong.
I
Man.
need more technology.
Oh, I like that though. You put him in a choke. That's a cool little move.
all right.
yeah,
Unfortunately, I do have to go now. I got a phone call I have to take.
No.
Thanks, Frank.
Worry. No, hey, thanks for coming by. Man.
Yes.
Take it easy.
Yep, no problem. Thank you.
See you, bro. Oh,
Yeah, now it's Lancers against Felhogs.
and I
and
move
Imps.
my worker.
Ah.
Look at the supply. It's a too big difference.
Yeah. The supply's a really big difference. Do you watch Grimmy's got some really cool replays as an Infernal player. He's held some insane pushes where like he'll like lose everything in his natural and still come back and win. I don't know how he does it, but
I
maybe
need to see it.
yeah. Grimmy's an animal. There's your Magnodon. Nice. Oh,
I use it. I do a misclick on that bombing. Well,
yeah. Oh, you got another one right behind you though. That's nice. You did okay, yeah. Plague X has been done for a while, I think. That's another good way to make sure it's like, hey, you really, really need to leave my natural alone, is because if you don't, I'm gonna turn all these units that are missing a lot of health into fiends, and then it snowballs from there. Like the threat of you snowballing is enough to send a player away, you know?
yeah, the problem is that I have 3 bases. I cannot defend all at the same time.
Yeah.
When I take this point, maybe he goes to my third base and he destroys it. But he goes to take the map.
Yeah. Yeah, but you're spending your money well. Like it's all stuff that you're gonna need eventually anyway. It's just
Yeah.
there we go, and you really open it up. So if you have more of an opportunity, would you try to like wall this ramp off as well, or is the ramp just too big and it's not worth it?
I defend more the workers with the mid. Like, I defend the Ethereum, and if he destroy the mid bank, I move it to the second base.
Oh, gotcha. Oh yeah, you don't have anything. The shrine is like really far away at the natural.
Yeah, it's because the Lancers need to stay too close to attack the buildings, because they are melee units.
Yeah.
I can use the tower.
And behind all this, yeah, Scan's got his second up. His third is definitely up and running. Max saturation. But we still don't see. Oh no, we do see a machine lab. That's kind of cool. But is it for? Oh, I think the machine lab just unlocks. No, it doesn't unlock lancers. Ah, where's JXP?
I only have like 10 games with Vanguard.
Oh really?
Yeah, I only know the tier 1.
Yeah. Well, Vanguard's so strong in the early game that it. There's not many games that go a little bit further than that because just running into your opponent's base with a couple of lancers and or maybe doing a buzzsaw rush is really good.
Yeah, but my problem is in the late game, when they have like 10 Vulcans, I can do like 20 Weavers, and I feel that don't work for me.
Yeah.
I need like more Magmadons, Spring Guns, a lot of different units.
Yeah. Yeah, Spriggans against this comp seems really good because the Exos should be focusing down the Magmadons instead of your Spriggans. Meanwhile, your Spriggans can just go to town on all the Vulcans.
Vulcans. Yeah.
Nice. And you guys both are like floating so much Luminite.
Yeah. Because I need more Ethereum for the Weavers, Magmadons.
Yeah.
At this point, I cannot do Gowns and Brutes.
Do you ever take the double Therium that's right here?
Oh, sorry?
Do you like how often do you expand to this double Therium to mine it? Just because
Oof.
Infernal needs
When
Therium really badly.
Yeah, after I take the 4 base, like 3 minutes after, I need to do a couple towers for defense.
Mm. Oh, we see him taking the corner base too. And it's already half saturated.
Yeah.
Woo!
I take the Ethereum just now, but I need defense.
Yeah. Oh, here comes the fight. Okay, they catch your Weavers kind of out there.
Yeah, I move with the aim crossfade.
Yeah. Oof. Okay, so he's going up to your third, but you've already got a stone and a couple of meat farms up there. He does manage to take this, but you're going to follow him on the low ground.
Yeah. Oh, I tried to run, but
Yeah. Oh man, those Vulcans, that's so many Vulcans lining up.
a lot of damage.
And they tried to charge forward, but your Magmadon still, they still kept stopping for a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Oh, but the shield's up on this very forward one.
Yeah.
That's tough.
More than me.
Yeah, one Magmadon going over there. And then, yeah, your supply is just so far down that... that's hard.
I think I need more faster the tier 2 in the early game. Maybe take the third base later.
Yeah, maybe. But don't feel bad, man. Like Scan is an absolute monster. Like I think you played well, dude.
Yeah.
GG's.
Yeah. Thank you, bro.
All right. Well, thanks for casting with me, man. Well, I think that's gonna be it for today. So yeah, we'll see you guys later. All right. I'm gonna kick it over to the archives just because I've got, well, I do want to get some editing done, and I'm not rich enough to pay a video editor, so I have to edit some of my own videos and start uploading stuff. So thank you for coming by, guys, and I can hang out in VC if you guys are going to oh.